Hi there, music fans, and welcome to another one of my polls, another top 10. And today I'd like to give you my top 10 favorite tracks from the fantastic Jet Harris. And yeah, obviously, I'm a big Jet Harris fan, I'm a big Shadows fan. And Jet unfortunately left the Shadows in 1962. But he had a solo career after that for a short time before he was in a horrible car crash, which kind of put him out of action for a number of years. But he came back I think in the late 80s, early 90s, and he was recording right up until the day he died in 2011. Anyway, here's my favourite 10 tracks by the fantastic Jet Harris. I wanted to do this video for a while and pay tribute to Jet. Number 10, I have a track from his very last album. I remember in an interview, Jet was saying that he was so proud of this album, The Journey, and he said if it was the last thing, he'd be very happy if it was the last thing he ever recorded because he thinks it's the best thing he ever did. And yeah, unfortunately, it was his last album, The Journey. But the first track on it, I absolutely love, and it's In the Beginning. Just a fantastic track. There's some other fantastic tracks on it. There's a great new version of Diamonds. There's a great track called Song for Tony, which was a tribute to Tony Mean, who actually died a number of years before Jet passed away. And yeah, so number 10 is In the Beginning from The Journey. Number 9, I have Jet's solo version of Gonzalez, and I think it was on the album Diamonds Are Trumps, one of his last albums. I think it was his second last album, and that's a great album. Diamonds Are Trumps, absolutely love it, and I love this version. It's really standout track on the album, Gonzalez. I'm not saying it's better than the Shadows version. I love the Shadows version. I love the live version they did in the final tour. But Jet puts his own stamp on Gonzalez, and I absolutely love it. So it's number 9. Number 8 is Team from Something Important, which was another later track he recorded. Jet was a big fan of Dwayne Eddy, and that came across in his music because very similar sound to Dwayne Eddy, and I absolutely love Dwayne Eddy's version of the Team from Something Important. But I think I slightly prefer Jet's version of it. Absolutely love it. Number 7, I have Big Bad Bass, just a fantastic track played with the 6-string bass. Absolutely fantastic track. Absolutely love it. Number 6 is a track that got to number 4 in the UK charts, and it's Applejack. Just a fantastic track again. I think it's played in acoustic guitar. Number 5, Team from The Man with the Golden Arm, which was originally a track from a Frank Sinatra film, the same title. And in that movie, Frank Sinatra is suffering from addiction. He's a musician suffering from addiction. So I'm sure that this track is very close to Jet. It's very, it kind of crosses over with Jet's life as well. And yeah, so number 4, I have Man from Nowhere, which is an absolutely stunning track as well. Jet's guitar sounds absolutely fantastic, and there's great footage on YouTube of Jet playing this on some TV show. It's a great video to watch on YouTube if you want to check that out. Number 3 is a track that got to number 2 in the charts, written by Jerry Lorden, and it's Scarlett O'Hara. Absolutely fantastic track. Number 2, also written by Jerry Lorden. It came from much later, and it's a track he wrote specifically for Jet Harris, because he always he was kind of feeling sorry for Jet, suffering from hard times in the 80s and 90s, and I remember in an interview, Jet was actually telling the story that Jerry Lorden said to his wife, I'm going to write this song for Jet, and because he always comes back like a phoenix rising, and I know he's going to come back like a phoenix rising. And that was the name of the album, Phoenix Rising. An absolutely fantastic album, and I love the title track, Phoenix. So that's number 2. So number one, again, Jerry Lorden. He holds the whole top three spots, and it's a track called Diamonds. Of course, it is, and that got to number one in the UK in 1963. Absolutely fantastic track, and it has to be number one. So just for fun, that was my top 10 favorite tracks from the fantastic Jet Harris, and yeah, I was really sad when Jet passed away in 2011. It was only a couple of days after St. Patrick's Day, and yeah, so anytime I see Patrick's Day is coming up, I know it's coming up to Jet's anniversary as well. And he's, as I say, he's a great loss to music. And I would have loved to actually see him live, but I never did. I actually got an autograph sent to me from Jet. I don't know whether how real it is or but I got an autograph from him. But yeah, as I say, great loss to music. Just for fun, that was my top 10 tracks by the fantastic, legendary guitarist Jet Harris.